This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Just a couple of quick things to knock off before we get into the West Coast Eagles. And Netball Australia are hopeful that they've got a resolution to the pay dispute with the players. 11% they're saying that they will backdate from the October the 1st, and then will be like a 3-year collective bargaining agreement.
What were they after?
The players want a revenue sharing model, which happens in other sports
in the AFL
as well.
and rugby are moving that way, but cricket
I feel like
do
netball's
too.
been left behind so badly in this world. Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know. Clearly, they haven't got the money at this point in time.
Yeah.
But they've got to find a way of
Well, then you've got to change what you're doing.
Yeah.
You've got to change the whole model then.
Agreed, and they don't want to fall behind because
Didn't
there's so many great athletes have been netballers, and then they're just crossing over and they're playing AFL. They get a chance to play other sports.
That's what
You'll lose
Verity
them.
Simmons is going to do.
Liz Ellis was going off about it the other day, wasn't she? Yeah.
Yes.
When you've upset Liz Ellis, she's a very fair human being.
Well, the awards night's named after her, and then
she's
she
the
didn't.
Brownlow.
I know.
So
Yeah.
She's the Brownlow, and then she said she only got a notification a couple of weeks before. Come on, mate.
It was only a few days. It was the day of the RSVP date. She was, here's your invite. It's like, what?
To the award that's her name.
Named after her.
So we're super hopeful that the Netball Australia will come up with a deal that the players will be happy with, and we can all move forward.
She talked about last night on the project too that there are a bunch of execs, 3 or 4 at the top. They make like $1.5 million between them, and the rest of the players, everybody else, $6 million between them.
That's
and you go,
disgusting.
that's top heavy, and there's a problem.
And especially it's top heavy because the model's not working.
Yeah, so it's being mismanaged.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you are like going great guns, no worries. But come on.
Yeah, no, I agree with that wholeheartedly, Nath. Another thing, just quickly, there's the Roto swim throughs taking place on Saturday, which is 1.6 kilometres. My swimming coach, Kynwyn Roberts, is swimming to Rottnest.
And they're going to do it.
So
Does she know there's a ferry?
What do you mean? What?
Yeah, so it's 1.6 kilometres. That's all. Mile. That's 1,600 metres.
That's nowhere near long enough.
Just a casual swim.
She's getting there by swimming.
Yes.
And
She's
then doing
swimming
the event.
20 Ks to get there.
And then she'll swim the event.
Swimming. Good luck to you, Kynwyn.
Bet she wins.
Bet you any money she's catching the ferry back. That's pretty lazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty bloody lazy, mate.
Yeah.
And thirdly, the main news on the box last night, you would have seen that the West Coast Eagles have named 2 captains, Liam Duggan and Oscar Allen. Here's the 2 boys.
It's a huge honour to be in this position with a great mate of mine, so really looking forward to it.
It's a bit overwhelming. It's a massive honour, and I'm excited to do it with Duggo. I think we balance off each other really well, and excited what we can do together and help propel this group forward.
Yeah, I think it's a really great move. Oscar Allen is a star at the West Coast Eagles. He is
and he's going to be
getting it
around
done.
for a long time too.
He certainly is. He seems like a really mature young man. And Liam Duggan, I can't speak highly enough. The moment I met him many years ago, I just thought, here's a real stand-up human, number one. He plays the game and represents West Coast Eagles in the highest of level. He's not going to be the very best player on the ground, but he's bloody good.
Yes.
He's hard at it. And, as I said, he represents the club in a really good way. Yeah, I reckon he's a fantastic leader.
You're a co-captain, weren't you?
Yep. So I was with Adrian Fletcher to kick things off, and Ben Cousins and Dean Kemp were in 2001 for the Eagles.
So is it better having a co-captain because it takes some of the load off of your pile or not?
Well, it can be, but it just depends on what you take on with.
I mean, doing the toss at the start of the game, so do you take turns? Is that how that works?
Yeah, you take turns.
Take turns
so
tossing.
somebody gets all the away games, or...
Well, you just mix it up. It doesn't really matter in the end. I mean, do you want to do it? I want to do it, whatever the case is.
Is there any other tasks that a captain has to do that's a bit like,
just your fire-up speeches and stuff?
Tasky, like around the club? Like,
well, there's a lot of meetings,
like with a clipboard or
think
something?
about the meetings we have, which we just...
So the captain has to go to all the meetings?
All of it. You've got to be across everything at a board level to a coaching level down to a community level of your playing group, which is 40-odd players.
Would they be able to job share those meetings? Like one go to one, the other one go to the other?
No, they'd have to both be there.
And importantly, when there's 2 captains, what happens with the parking? Because one spot's better than the other.
I don't know the West Coast Eagles situations, but I would hope that they would be able to make a dual car park at the front door for both West Coast and, for Oscar Allen and Liam Duggan.
It would make sense if they carpooled.
Maybe that's the
answer. They get the same car park.
It's a great point.
Okay.
Yeah, because one's always going to be
again.
closer to the door, you know what I mean?
100%, Natalie. And that's when the argument starts.
Exactly. Exactly.
Jordan, how was your little break, mate?
It was good, man. I got to go to the beach. I got to watch a lot of movies. Play Call of Duty. So it was
Call of Duty.
It was
Yeah.
perfect. It was a perfect
Bit of COD.
Yeah, it's
So
perfect dude break.
Did you become a Fortniter or not?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Some of my
Then you had
teammates.
to walk away.
Yeah, and Alex Star was like 18, so I had to.
Yes.
I had to show him what's up.
So you had your little headset on,
Yeah,
and you'd
100%. 100%. I'm a headset guy.
You're a headset guy.
Yeah, I kind of nerd out.
And you've got your little headset friends.
Yeah,
from around
all of them.
Yeah.
You got to, mate. Yeah, you can go up there any time and play. Go up there. And my house is upstairs. And the kids, you just go up there, right? And at any stage you can jump on, and there'll be dudes you know, and they're just going hard as.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Very competitive.
So that's gaming, and I've already spoken to you. Watched a few really good TV shows as well. But let's talk about the beach.
Yeah,
how
Because
was
we had
the
a real
beach for
hot
you?
spell.
Yeah,
it was like almost unbearable. I did find a nicer beach because I've been going to. Well, all the beaches are nice. I don't want to say beach is bad.
but anyway,
but I
tell
went
us
to
about this gross one. Yeah.
Coochie Beach.
Oh, yeah,
Coochie,
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Coochie Beach. And
Coogee?
It was or Coogee. Yeah, Coogee
No,
Beach.
Coochie
And
Beach
it
is
was-
another one. Shaun loves Coochie Beach.
It was nice. It was nice, but it was so hot. I stayed like 20 minutes.
Did you dive on the Omeo wreck, which is just in the
I
corner?
can't swim, baby. So I was in the water though.
Yeah.
I was in the net. I was inside of the net,
Yeah.
now where I could stand up and I would like dunk my head under where I could barely fit, and I would stand back up. So that was great for me.
So you were dunking your
right.
head under to get your head cool. Was that working?
Yeah, no, not at all. The sun is the strongest sun in the world here. It's actually like a laser pointer.
Atlanta is a hot place. I've been in Atlanta and it was steaming hot.
Yeah,
is
But
like a
there's
laser
nothing on
pointer.
that.
No, it's humid in Atlanta. Like
Yeah,
here, it's like
it is.
dry, so I'm thirsty 24/7, and then the sun is like right on top of me.
Don't you feel like the sun is like looked down and said, "Yeah, today we're going to target him, Jordan. I'm
Yeah.
going to
Come
just
to
him,
Yes.
just him."
Yes, and I see a bunch of like elderly couples that are out there for hours, and I'm
yeah.
like,
How do they do that?
How are they not turning into flames?
Yeah,
Like,
but
Yes.
by the way, they're not old. They're only
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
But because they're the
they're
eyeballs.
22.
I mean, the
beef
bad
jerky.
news for you, Jordan, is that was spring.
Yeah.
We haven't even hit summer yet. So
I'm gonna have to go in a
February
wetsuit or
is
something.
the real
Yeah.
is the real clincher.
Yeah.
I'm worried for you.
Hey, Shaun, we were talking about that website Timu. You know,
Yes, yeah,
where
yeah. Get the cheapy
Yeah, we were
deals.
chatting about the kettle,
The watering can
solar
kettle
light.
lights. Mm.
Your mum bought something from
Yeah.
Timu.
So just a little backstory on my mom. She's kind of like the lady that will send you a Facebook meme or video that's been out since like 2015.
Oh, yeah.
And she thinks it's brand new, so you
Yeah,
have to
she's
give
a-
her like
a late
that's funny.
adopter.
That's funny,
Yeah.
Mom. So she went on Temu and found a couch that she thought was insane, like a super nice HGTV Homes, like beautiful couch, and it was probably like $20 or something, right? And she was like, "There's no way, they have to be getting over," and they were 100% getting over. The couch was like a mini animal. Like a mini animal couch, like a one for the
like
puppy.
yeah.
Like for the puppy. And she thought it was gonna like she had moved the living room around and moved the TV, and she thought she was getting a huge couch. And for $20, like 25 bucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good work,
how
Mum.
wouldn't your heart
Good work.
break? Because
It was
you're
an
about to
animal
make
couch.
over your
Yeah.
room, and you're all excited about what it's going to
Yeah,
look
everybody
like.
come over and watch the game tonight.
I got the best couch ever. It's gonna seat 8.
The dog loves it.
Yeah, the dog loves it. Yeah.
Hey, Jordan, I want to ask you, before you, as I said, before you went on holiday, you won 5 in a row.
5 in a row.
it was.
Oh yeah.
The last one was really interesting too because I could sense that it was fantastic that you're in games.
Yep.
And then sometimes it takes an individual to be able to keep the momentum going, and then it allows everybody else to believe that this is possible. And Doolittle in the last game you played,
He's been terrific.
He kept just popping in these mad jumpers from I don't know mid-court.
Yep.
And because of that, the belief in the team just kept coming and coming, and the opposition at the other end are going, oh my God, what do we do?
Yeah.
They're not missing.
Yeah.
They keep coming at us, and
Absolutely.
you've got the individuals now to make sure that happens.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, after the past 5 games, Bryce has been Bryce.
Yeah,
and he's
the
been
Bryce switch
absolutely
has been
he's been
flipped.
absolutely killing it.
Yeah.
And he makes it so much easier to play with him. Like when you're on Bryce's team, he opens it up. And then when you have a guy like Christian who's kind of like the cool, calm, and that doesn't really do much emotion, kind of really steady, he's not sped up, and he finds his spots and makes shots. And I'm more proud that we found a way to win like a nasty game, like a game where it's not like a Perth Wildcats, we're just screwing them, but we're just winning a nasty, hard-fought game. And that was perfect for the break. Like, no one wants to go into the break with a loss. Like,
Yeah, that's right. You say that Christian Doolittle is an unemotional guy, but there's a story in the paper today that he stormed out of training. What happened?
No, I don't. Did he? I don't know. I don't know if he stormed out of training. He's not. I would say he's very composed in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
I would say he's one of the players that in practice he might we're dudes
Fire
at the end
up,
of the day.
yeah.
We're dudes at the end of the day. A lot of testosterone running around.
Yeah.
We might say something, this and that, get mad, spike the ball down, but all in good health, trying to get better. But in the game, he is focused.
Yeah.
Like, he is locked in.
What if you're just a person that naturally storms off? Like, that's how you exit.
Oh, yeah, and there's no bad will behind it.
No. So when you leave a situation, any situation, it's a storm off.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think at training, if you're going hard at each other, like sometimes in the news you'll see an AFL team and some guys have a punch up with each other. Yeah. That's healthy because you need to be going at each other like
and you
warriors.
need to care about
iron
it.
sharpens iron straight away. That's what you need. The thing with you about 5 or 6 weeks ago too, you had a bit of a low period where you weren't playing as well, but your energy on the court over the last 6 or 7 games has been fantastic. I've really noticed when you take to the court, your energy level's high. Yep. Is that a focus?
Well, I mean, the reality of it is in sports, like you can't be your best every single time, no matter how hard you prep for it. And, you know, for me, earlier in my career, it was hard for me to not play good after I do so much preparation and so much film watching and so much thought into my play and to not perform how I want to. But one thing, you know, you can control. My mom used to tell me I can control my attitude in school and then my energy when I play basketball. So that's 2 things you can control.
Your mom's a wise woman, except when it comes to ordering couches.
She's a genius, not online.
You know what? When we get back next year, I think we're going to need to get your mum on.
Yes,
please,
that would be a great idea.
You don't want to. No, you don't want to. She'll try to sit up here for 2 hours. You'll have to tell her to leave.
Perfect.
Is she going to come out and visit you?
Yeah, she's going to come in, I think, January.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Hey, Jordan, one thing that could be a little bit concerned about is the fact that there's been a break. Yeah. And it's hard to have that same mindset, be in the zone, momentum, and then have a break. Yep. How you guys feeling?
I think JR's put together a perfect type practice plan. Like last week, all practices were kind of, it's more lighthearted, fun. Everyone's on their feet, running a lot of competition games that aren't, you know, too physical. Do some shooting competitions, a lot of film. And then this week, everyone's been straight back to it because we still feel like, you know, the way we started, this is a shorter season. It's a quick league. You don't want anyone to we want to keep moving up the ladder. Yeah. We don't have time, honestly, or like we don't have the Melbourne record where we can maybe drop a few. We know where we are and we have to get wins.
Yeah,
so
and nothing would make us happier than you beating Sydney.
Yeah, we need to. And we didn't give them a good shot the first time at all.
Yeah.
Well, you can check out the Wildcats taking on the Sydney Kings tomorrow at RAC Arena. Get behind Jordan Usher and the rest of the team. Jordan, it's a pleasure having you in, mate. Yes, really is.
I'm going to buy you a parasol for Christmas. Don't you reckon? Like, if anyone can pull off a parasol, it's Jordan Usher.
Yes, and he needs it. Sun protection. Be sun smart.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.